Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So, we've been sent this little thing from Flysky, and basically what this is for is any of the NB4, NB4 Plus, Noble Pro. If you take the base battery off, you've got your connections underneath, and this will convert these connections to USB-C. So, if you don't want to leave the base battery on it, because you feel it's too heavy, but you still want access to be able to update or use as a simulator controller or a controller on any other PC game for that matter, you can just clip the base off, clip this off on, and it gives you USB-C. So let's bring in for a close-up look. We'll have a bit of a look around this and see how it works with Flysky Assistant and maybe VRC Pro, just to make sure we're getting full functionality. So we're back on the Lenovo Legion Go. We've got Assistant V3 set up. So basically all we need to do is clip this little thing on, if I can do it, front side, and then we've got our USB cable. So if we plug this into a dock, and it is a bit more convenient, especially if you're going to use it as a controller. One, it makes it lighter, and two, we've got the USB-C port on front. So if we connect it in and then power up as transmitter. So straight away it does detect as Noble Pro. We can read firmware version on it. If we've got any receivers, we can force bind, and we can export and everything. So I'm not going to go through backing these up, but just to show that it does connect perfect and it will read them. So everything as far as Assistant is concerned, it does work absolutely fine. So if we minimise that, let's fire up VRC Pro. So we'll just make sure it's all going to be detected as a PC controller. So the last one we had set up on this was the NB4 Plus. So it'll say disconnected. If we go into it, we can see it's picking up the Legion Go controllers, because I haven't took these onto FPS mode. So it'll be interesting to see how this does work. But looks like everything's detected. If we jump out of the game and go to calibration settings in Windows, and we can see we've got the Lenovo controller, we've got the Noble Pro English version, and the preferred device is set as the Noble. Then if we go into settings, we can go to calibrate. And I don't think I've got anything set as that rotation. No. But we do get all the buttons functioning. So we've got a whole load of stuff we can set up, but that's all working. Yep, definitely need to reverse throttle.
Welcome to this track. Enjoy your racing.
But yep, I can definitely say it works. I can also say it's still really difficult to play this looking sideways across a screen.
Lap 1, 26.96
But
seconds.
it does certainly work. But yeah, that is the little USB-C adapter base. This time it's from Sky, but I think there's a few places that do it. I will leave a link in the description below. But yeah, quite a useful, functional little thing. This is on the Noble Pro, but we should just be able to use it on any of the Flysky transmitters. And you just push it forward or pull the controller back, whichever way you want to look at it. But let's have a look. So we've got the new NB4 Plus. So if we just clip it into this one, power it up, just connect as cable. And it's picking up the Noble Plus or NB4 Plus. So again, that's working absolutely fine.
Shutting down.
And then, just for completeness, let's try it on our original NB4. So it looks like that's connected straight away. So yep, one base, and it'll work on any of your transmitters. Depending what sort of things you have hanging off at front, can make it a bit unstable, but it will stand up. But definitely a useful little thing. One, if you're doing a lot of simulator use, you might not want your base battery in charging all the time, because these are a lot harder to replace than the actual internal 18650s, especially if you've got one of the NB4 Plus. They're really easy to change that battery, so if you did use it constantly, you're not really bothered if you ultimately have to replace that, but you don't really want to be constantly charging the base battery. It's not good for them. But this little device certainly serves the purpose of that. As you see, it's USB-C, so it does convert the NB4 and the Pro to USB-C, which it's definitely a more substantial cable. Also a fix for people if you've damaged the data connection on this port, so you can no longer update your radio or back up your models. If you buy one of these, you've then got USB-C to be able to back up your models, update your radio, update your receivers. So yeah, for a fairly cheap little sort of fix, I'm quite impressed with it. I mean, I've also seen comments of people that don't want to use this. Or if you've damaged this in whatever way, if you clip that on, you've got at least a way of updating your radio and everything again. And it will provide charge to the battery inside the transmitter. So if you have completely wrecked your base battery or really damaged the port so it won't charge, at least this way, it's a really cheap fix to get your transmitter up and running and working again. So let's wrap this one up. So there we have it. A cheap alternative to if you want to keep using your controller and you've damaged your base battery or the connection. And also something that's really convenient if you want to use it as a simulator and you don't want to risk overcharging your base battery. Perfect for updating multiple radios. And yeah, just a pretty successful little product. Lets you use USB-C on all your transmitters. So Noble Pro, standard NB4 rather than micro USB, you can now use USB-C. But as always, I'll leave the link in the description below, as long as I can find one. And thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. Hopefully you find this content amusing, entertaining or useful, or you just like listening to my incessant ramblings. But catch you guys again in the next one.